have the key to an Aventador that Ed Bolian claims is the most impressive he has ever seen. This right here is a very special edition Lamborghini Aventador, and while I will describe exactly what it is and what makes it so special, first we need to talk a little bit about the history of the Lamborghini Aventador, because it's 2024 and unfortunately these are no longer going to be made. The glorious V12 that dominated the 2010s is being improved. We're bidding farewell to the Aventador because unfortunately we are now in the era of hybridization of supercars. This car absolutely dominated the era of natural aspiration. You saw these modern supercars come out with big giant V12s and V10s, and this one reigned supreme. I remember having a picture of this car as a poster hung up on my bedroom wall, and then it was the Veneno, which is basically an Aventador with a different body kit and more horsepower. But this car overall is still the true king of natural aspiration. And while people beg for the manual V12s, I believe that any naturally aspirated car will do well in terms of value over time as we approach the era of hybridization, where you combine electric motors and an engine together to get more horsepower and performance. Speaking of which, we have the Revuelto now hitting the production line and about to make deliveries in 2024. And while it's definitely a step up in terms of performance and probably looks, this car I think is absolutely timeless. And the reasons why this one in particular is so special, we'll get to that shortly. But I first want to just say thank you, Ed, for calling out how beautiful this car is, because it truly is something so special. So, what is this car? Well, this happens to be a Lamborghini Aventador 50th Anniversary Edition Roadster. And while they made 200 of these, this one is one of 43 for the United States market in Roadster configuration, and the only one in the ultra rare color of Blue Nethans, also known as Monterey Blue in the modern age. And it is absolutely stunning. Typically you saw a 50th Anniversary Edition in yellow with yellow seats, and to be frank, it wasn't very good looking, but this one is gorgeous. The metallic flake on that blue just absolutely pops in the sunshine. Now, the 50th Anniversary Editions not only came with just the name, you actually got some more functional benefit out of this body kit, which included these air winglets to help and filter air down the side of the car, larger front air intakes, matte black finish, and the LP720-4 badge to let you know that this car was in fact a 50th Anniversary Edition. Now in the rear, so you have 355 section tires, absolutely massive section tires. You also have giant carbon ceramic brakes, almost 16 inches in the front and 15 inches in the back. You have these 21-inch wheels and 20-inch wheels in the front. These are the ApTech wheels fitted to this, set in black. You also got a 50th Anniversary Edition back badge, and it's also set uniquely in forged carbon fiber, which unfortunately nobody likes and has gone out of style, but on this car it's a nice little feature. Now in the rear of the car you also saw some functional benefit of the 50th Anniversary Edition package, most notably meshwork, which helps with aerodynamic efficiency and also looks very unique compared to a standard Aventador. You also had the finished in matte black, similar to the very front wing, new rear diffuser design that also added to some aerodynamic efficiency gain. Overall, the back of this car is absolutely stunning, and you see triangles and angles everywhere. Now, as soon as you pop open the engine compartment, you are greeted with a glorious view of the 6.5 liter Lamborghini V12, which was fitted into every Aventador. But this one on the 50th anniversary is set in carbon fiber everywhere. You have the whole surround, and the engine is absolutely glorious. You can see everything. You can also see the firing order on the actual engine. This is one of the most beautiful engine bays you will ever see on a modern supercar. Another very cool feature of the 50th, you had the special edition badge to let you know that it is a 50th anniversary, 20 of 100 Roadsters. Very cool. Since this car is a Roadster, you're able to take the targa top off. And to do that, you reach behind the seat and pop this little lever, and you pull off the carbon fiber roof panels. While these panels are extremely light, it's still difficult to do. This is a real-time view of how long it takes to do that. All right, that wasn't so bad. Next up's the interior. And this car is an absolutely gorgeous interior. You can see the full carbon fiber bucket seats here. Looks amazing. You also have the Q Satira stitching, which was a very rare option for this time, set in the blue stitching to match the exterior in blue Nethans. You also had carbon fiber literally everywhere. I mean, it's just a gorgeous, gorgeous finish in here and fantastic interior in general. The inside also features this Lamborghini badge set in satin black. Absolutely gorgeous, and you can see the blue stitching accentuated all across the car. The interior also featured 50th edition stitching on both doors. Now inside the Lamborghini, I would say the view is quite interesting. Your head literally is at the roofline. I'm about 6'2", and if I was any taller, it'd be difficult to even see the road in front of you. Now starting the car is pretty interesting. Put your foot on the brake and of course lift up the latch. This one is finished in blue. And press the button. Oh yeah. Now that we've went through all these details on the Lamborghini Aventador 50th anniversary and what makes it so special, it's time to actually drive it. The pops that come out of this car are insane. Yeah, sure. So are the shifts a little slow? Whatever. In my opinion, I think it adds some emotion to the car. The slight delay when the clutch engages for you adds that bit of emotional Lamborghini-ness to a V12 that would be otherwise docile with a dual clutch transmission. Oh my God. And of course this car is fitted with the aftermarket exhaust, a Japanese variant called Kreisig, probably a $40,000 exhaust at the time, and it's incredible. I mean, you can hear all the loud pops that come off this thing. Insane. I'm gonna close the windows here for you. Oh. Where are the tunnels, man? Absolutely insane. Oh my God, when you get to the high RPM ranges, it sounds so good. Sounds literally like a fighter jet is coming past you. And I must say the handling is good on the car. It's, you know, it's a lot easier to steer than one might think, and for a car that's this low with as big of tires as it has. Oh my goodness gracious. Wow. This thing is insane. And we'll do another pull. Oh yeah. And then the downshift, just fantastic. It literally feels like you're driving an F1 car in terms of the symphony that's coming out of the rear of this vehicle. And how can you beat this? I mean, it's an open air cockpit. There's so much visibility. Like, it literally feels like you're just one with everything around you, and you're just adding symphony of sweet V12 goodness to the environment. Oh yeah. Man, the burples on this thing are insane. Now, the transmission. So let's talk about the biggest complaint of this car, which is the Graziano automated manual ISR transmission. And basically the biggest complaint is that the shifts are so slow and your neck will break because of literally how much force is required to get you into the next gear. And I actually think it's the best part, or one of the best parts of the vehicle, because it makes it so much more engaging, so much more emotional. And you'll see that right now. And the automated manual was unfortunately by design, because at the time, while dual clutch transmissions existed, they couldn't handle the torque that this monstrous V12 put out. And so Graziano opted for the automated ISR manual transmission that I think is great. I mean, that downshift is fast. It is emotional. You have that little split-second hesitation. Like, it's fine. Oh, yeah. That's exactly what we're talking about. Alright guys, that's it for a review. Really appreciate it. Hope you enjoyed this one.